Positive vibes, everyone. Definitely like to thank you for purchasing the ebook as well as being a part of this. This is actually Mind State 6, where we start talking about 7 days. It only takes 7 days. And actually what that was all about is if you once you're reading in the book and you're seeing more about it, you'll understand that it's a mind state, keeping that positive mind state. So once you start staying in that positive mind state, creating good habits, positive habits, things become a little bit easier. You'll notice the days will get easier. Certain things you'll be able to accomplish. You'll begin to look, that positive outlook will be there. And so what that's saying is once you start getting into things, you won't do as much complaining. You'll have a day-to-day plan. You'll have a day-to-day course on what you want to do. So that'll stop, because if you think about it, life is really like a series of moments. So you always want to be aware of what's happening. You want to be present in those moments and not spending a lot of time, with the complaints and the things that come with that. And a lot of times, let's just say if you was to take exercise for instance, a lot of the time is spent why you can't do the exercise, or how do you get it fit into your plan, or will you have enough time? How long does it take? So you'll spend a lot of time going through the motion of doing the exercise, when actually the exercise itself, you can do it in 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You can do it in 5 minutes, however long you need it to take. But all of that unnecessary going through the motion type of stuff of you not doing it is what takes long. You see, because if 90 days from now will be now, 120 days from now will be now, 3 years from now will be now. So it's all about starting and taking those precious moments that you have now and taking advantage of those moments. Because the more we take advantage of those moments, then you can see things clearer. It'll allow that path to be open. So if you take that day, for instance, back to the exercise, if you were to do 1 sit-up a day, the next day you incorporate 1 more, add 1 and do 2. The next day 3. By the end of the 7 days, you have 7 sit-ups that you're doing. End of the month, you have 28. So you're starting to get control, and you times that times 3 months, times 4 months. You're getting control over it, and what you're actually doing is you're coaching and training the mind to start, and not to worry about everything that comes with it. If you see, and it doesn't have to be that extreme, maybe you just want to clean the attic or the garage, and you're wondering, what is it going to take to clean this garage, or what do I need to do, because I see potential in it. I know if I take it, I could make me an office there, or I can do this, or I can move some things from outside inside. I can make some good things happen. But what you do is, or what we do as humans, is we start thinking of what comes with that. What do I have to do that? Can I do it? Will my partner mind if I move this stuff from here, and will I do this? So 1 day becomes 3 months, 3 months becomes 8 months, 8 months to a year, and you still haven't had the opportunity to get to that garage. So that's what it is. So once you remove that, and your plan of action, or the course that you're going to take to change these things begin to change, because now you're starting. You say, today I'm going to start on this, and then we'll see what happens with that. But I'll get this structure done at least. At least I'll get in there and start. And that only takes 7 days, because when you turn back around again, it'll be that same day again. But you're moving things forward, and you're, like Sensei Stewart says a lot of times, having continuous motion. Practicing being in continuous motion. And that's what Introduction to Your Potential is all about. It's about seeing the potential in something. Once you see the potential in it, just begin. If you want to go back to college, or you want to do an online course, set yourself in motion to do the online course. You've already done everything else. You know what it's going to take to do it. Now place yourself in motion to do it. Start, and there's your 7 days. Once you start, you're in motion, things change. If you're talking about it, if you're going over it, you're finding all the pros and the cons to it, like we do for months and sometimes years, no plan of action, nothing is happening. We have to make motion be in motion thereof. This, for 10 years I've been trying to, or working on, writing the book. The minute I started putting myself in motion to write this book, let's take what you've written down, let's look at the notebooks. Let's start building a structure for what we're doing. Once I started building that structure, I started seeing the cycles of 7. Okay, I got this done. I got this done this week. I have this done this week. Okay, I got a body for this week. I got a couple titles done this week. By the end of the month, I had something done. I had something I was working on to get the whole project done, in other words. So that's what's meant by the 7 days. Once you focus in, say, this is what I need to do, and I'm going to start today. And you start today by doing what you can. Because as the book, speaking about in the book, that Introduction to Your Potential, it's all about the best you that you can be. The best you can be. So whatever you see potential in, you going to get that potential out of it. That's what it's all about. So it only takes 7 days is what I mean by that. That's why I didn't really want to write that part down. I wanted to talk with you and make it more of a conversation to where you're thinking about achieving success and making some things happen and realizing that it's not that daunting, or it's not that, it doesn't have to be a struggle. It just has to be a start. You know, once you get your start, you follow through, you do your research, you do your research and not your complaints, not why or listening to what someone else says about it, which is another part too. Not listening to someone else, what they've said or what they've gone through, or they tried a course, or they tried to do this and they tried and it didn't work for them. Erase all of that out of the mind. A positive outlook. This is what I see happening for it. I'm going to do my research. I'm going to write these things down, write it on the wall, message your phone, whatever you have to do. I'm going to take this course of action for this day. I'm going to stay in this moment and I'm going to create that. And even further deeper into that, if I may, going into that, you know, whatever you're trying to break, if it's some habits that you have and you really want to get to it and you want to straighten those habits out coming up here in the new year or whenever it is, right now you just want to straighten things out, take the time, again, to research it and stay in each second. When we're speaking about moments, make each moment great. Meet great people who are doing the same thing that you're doing. On the same level, meet peers who are doing the same exact thing that you're doing, and it will move you forward. Staying in that second. Saying, for this second I'm okay. I feel great about myself. 3 deep breaths always helps. I'm going to reset myself, and this is what I'm going to do. So I got through this day. Write it down. Write down, I got through this day. I did these things, but I felt this kind of way. Maybe however you feel about it. Write those thoughts down. This is how I felt about those things, and things will begin to change. I got through that day. I'm going to get through the next day. Not the 7 days, not the 30 days, not the 60 days, not the year that someone else may have been through and they got through that. These are your days. These are your seconds. These are your great moments. These are your great experiences. That's going to be life-changing for you. So you have to remember, I got through this today. You know, I'm getting through this right now, and it'll change everything. And that's what I wanted to speak about, and that's the 7 days. That's why I spoke about the 7 days. And also, feel free to contact me. My number is 704-268-9303. Definitely leave a text, you know, and let me know exactly what's going on, because, you know, it's per time. You can call as well, but I would definitely say text. Let me know you got the book, what you think about the book, and things like that. Also, hashtag me in, you know, some things if you want to, as far as Carolina Execs or the author Solomon Hall. You know, catch me on the social media. All of that should be in the book, and we'll talk. You know, we'll keep the dialogue going. It's not like just putting out books and not being hands-on with it. I definitely want to have the conversations. You know, if you need a motivational speaker, or you want to set up some seminars and things like that, contact me on that number. Let me know, 704-268-9303, and we can do some great things. But I definitely believe it's time. And that's just speaking for myself. It's time for me to recognize my potential as well. So I want to be first on that, and that's all I want to say. Thank you. Positive vibes.